Hello everybody, Merry Christmas to you. I'm Susie, the Training Ambassador with Mayflower. Today I'm going to show you how to do a relatively simple arrangement that you can display in your departments, and this is going to incorporate the marquee, and what that is going to entail are 4 sets of balloons. I used green, so the green ones are going to be filled up with 4 pumps each, and then I have 3 sets. I've used red, and these are going to be about a half a pump each, and I've just made quads out of each of them. So we're just going to stack them on top of each other and secure them. So this is my first layer, and I'm just going to use a spare cube 60. The tough part is getting around these berries. So it's nice and secure. And I will add another layer of the smalls. And then another layer of the larges. And then another layer of the smalls. And another layer of the larges. I'll just tie these off. Now that I have this nice marquee here, kind of adjust it so that everybody has their own space. And looking good. So it should look like this. Now we want to cover the ends, so I will take another, just one that I have built up. And again, that's just about a half a pump each. You're just going to want to tie the end on here. I like to give it a double tie just in case. You don't want to go it anywhere. So it's cute. And then just tie this onto here. So now we've just built this nice little foundation. Always a good idea to tape the bottom. Anything that's touching the ground should have just a layer of protection on it. Cover all of its legs. For that matter, hey? And now we want to weight it down. I find it easiest to just take a weight and then just tie a spare weight in there, because this is just going to go inside and hide underneath these. Just kind of stick down inside. And I think what we do on one side we should do on the other. Excuse me. And we will just tie this in. And then just tie it. Okay, so now we have this. Now we can start decorating. I have a air-inflated Santa Claus, and we're just going to take him and put him right at about in between balloons number 1 and number 2. And I'm going to make sure that his hat is going this way, because I'm going to bring his larger partner in here, and his balloon hat is going to go the other way. And the way that I'm attaching him is I am taking a 160 or a 260, as you can see here. And I'm just going to wrap the inflation valve just about to where the nozzle of your inflator goes inside. And I'm just going to tie it off. Now this guy can come sit and nestle right in here. So now that we have this, I think it's important to secure these two together so that they're not kind of flopping around. And I've got some little glue dots here that I would like to use. Here they are. And it's just a matter of kind of putting one right here on the edge. Sometimes it's hard to see if they come off. And then you can just kind of attach them so that he's not going to be flopping. Now I have a little hole right here, and if I do, that means you do. So I think bows work great for the Christmas season, and so what we're going to do is create a bow. So take your small pocket pump, fill up a red 160, and just fill him up until you have a little bit of tying room on each end. At this point you can just tie these two in a knot. And now we're going to make this 3 ways. So I'm just going to take a third, bring this down so I have about another third. Now I'm going to take all of these together and twist them. So I want one of these to sit up and the others to kind of represent this little bow unit. And you can get these harsh corners off by just kind of simply bending them around. Now we're just going to take another 160 or 260 as a spare, and we're going to introduce that into this little hole that we have right here. So we can do that by means of balloon dot, or you can even just put that on there with a 160. But it's pretty cumbersome in there, so I think for these purposes we're just going to make sure that he's secure in here. Now that's pretty good, but I think we can do more. I've got a little piece of holly here that I've made, and anytime I see holly on any of the balloons or anything, I'd like to kind of duplicate what I have. And for this intent and purpose, I can just add this to this attachment that we have at the top of this. Or you can also, there's many ways to do this, guys. Just put it on with these dots. Super easy. So just go 1, 2, 3. Right up here, DQ. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a 3D effect. Now how I made that was quite simple. I pumped up the green guy, tie him off, and we're just going to make 3 pieces of holly. So we'll twist it here, another equal sized one, twist it up, and another equal sized one, and twist it up. Now what we can do is clip the end of this off and wrap it around. And we will configure the ends so that they're not quite as sharp. Now we want to make some holly berries. And we can make that by just doing this, tying this off, and we're just going to make little bubbles. At the end, I'm just going to lose that in so that I just have this little berry. And twist this together, and twist this together. So I have 3. Twist all these together, and then they just sit in the center. And I don't need this long tail anymore. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then with my balloon dots, I can find a spot. So we have something that matches each other, and we could even go as far as making a cute little bow on there. Why not? It is Christmas after all. So how we do that is we just want to get a balloon, and it's not going to be very big, so this is just going to be a tail. Twist this over. This is my other bow. Twist this over. And give it even. That's good. Now I'm just going to twist, pull that around to create this. Now it's really important that these are the same size, so I'm just going to twist this off here. And then tie it in a knot. Cut off my mechanics. And then he can be put attached also. Looks like we're going to need a little more for his legs. Now, the finishing touch for me is always, since it is Christmas, people are liking extravagant and extra stuff. So you can just take a couple pieces of curling ribbon, and I would just curl the very tips of the ends of these, not all of it. So that gives you kind of a whimsical look, as opposed to a really tight look. And then these can just be added on through the bow. You can just kind of flow over here, flow over here, and you could add a couple more. All right, well, this is just an idea for you. It's something that's going to be really cute, relatively easy, and you can see that you can get quite a bit of personality onto this. All right, from all of us at Mayflower, we thank you so much for joining us today, and you have yourself a very Merry Christmas.